Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be doing a live reaction to the Game 3 draft between Team Liquid and 100 Thieves in their playoff series. So far through the first two games, two things to note. The biggest surprise to me so far is that there has been no priority on Maokai. This champion has gone through both drafts, completely unpicked, completely unbanned. So I'm waiting for that to become something of a priority in the series. And number two is that Kai'Sa got through to Doublelift last game, and he absolutely smurfed on it. So I am expecting probably a Kai'Sa ban from Team Liquid on their third ban, and if that doesn't come through, then I expect 100 Thieves to first pick it, because it looked quite strong. Obviously looking optimal with Doublelift building the Ludens variant. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, so it's going to be a Nazir ban, so I'm fully expecting the Kai'Sa first pick here. Hopefully it's not LeBlanc. That would be utter garbage tier. Okay, so yep, it should be Kai'Sa here, and then I'm expecting TL to answer with Tristana Maokai probably, or Tristana Rell, either one of those. Rell has been picked by 100 Thieves both games in this series so far, and it honestly hasn't looked very good. It has not done much, so Maokai is just a better champion overall than the Rell. Easier to execute, more effective in every single way, has multiple modes, whereas the Rell can only go in. TL definitely doesn't want to pick Xayah here. Xayah hates poke, and Kai'Sa is poke, so Tristana makes sense, and then I'm hopefully a good pairing would be Maokai here. I don't understand why this champion has gone completely through two games so far. It's again through ban phase of game 3 here, so I'm wondering what they're going to pick. If they pick Rell, I'm going to be really disappointed because okay, Nautilus makes even less sense. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense to blind support here. So what 100 Thieves can do now is, okay, so they're taking Rell for absolutely no reason. So it's pretty much going to be a Rell jungle guaranteed because Rell sucks into Nautilus. What I was going to say 100 Thieves can do here is that they can flex Kai'Sa into the mid lane and take something like Kog'Maw Braum that would absolutely dumpster Nautilus whatever in lane phase. But they're obviously not going to do that, and now they're answering Tristana with Ahri. It's not bad. It can probably match push and neutralize the Tristana pretty well. But now, since they didn't pick support in first rotation, this gives Team Liquid the opportunity to ban the counters to Nautilus, like the Braum, maybe a ranged support. And they lock in Kai'Sa. That's not Kai'Sa, Cassiopeia on B3, so that means that it is going to be Tristana bot lane. Tristana paired with Nautilus into most likely Kai'Sa and X. I don't see, this is really weird from Team Liquid because so far they have Tristana and Cassiopeia, two really good scaling champions who want to play with their range and who want the enemy team to come into them. And then they have Nautilus, who just wants to dive face first, ult someone, and hook in, and is probably just going to die a million times this game for nothing. Additionally, Team Liquid wanting to play with that range and wanting 100 Thieves to come into them, Kai'Sa doesn't have to do that. Yes, Rell and to some extent Ahri do, but if 100 Thieves plays it correctly, they'll just let Kai'Sa poke forever, and so far with this trio locked in here, Team Liquid can't really interact with the Kai'Sa poke. So Viego Sejuani banned now. Maokai is still completely open. I'm assuming, again, the Rell is going jungle. So jungle's probably filled for 100 Thieves here, but I just don't understand why Maokai is not being picked here. This champion is so Omega Turbo broken, and everyone else in the world is prio picking this champion. So it really makes no sense here. What am I expecting for a jungle pick for Team Liquid? Poppy's banned, Sedge's banned. It just has to be Maokai. Yes, it's going to be a lot of AP damage, but then you can go into something like more of a carry-oriented top laner. Maybe like a Gangplank. I can't really think of too many others. Maybe a Fiora or something like that. Last ban here is going to be Kennen from 100 Thieves. Kennen I don't like because then you're going to have double AP solo lanes plus a Nautilus. It would just make the Merc Treads buy too easy for 100 Thieves. So at this point in the draft, Maokai probably wouldn't fit too well, because it just wouldn't fit thematically, and it would be too much AP, too easy for 100 Thieves to itemize against. So I'm wondering who they're going to pick for jungle here, because there's really not much left open. And they are going to end up sending the Nautilus into the jungle and pairing Tristana with Taric in the bot lane. Not a really great combo in my opinion. However, it is really strong anti-dive, so at the very least, we got to see a new pick here. I do think Taric is a solid champion in certain circumstances. So what we want to see 100 Thieves do now is commit more heavily to range instead of hard engage. Something like you can take an Ornn in top lane, and yeah, Rakan is not the play here. You cannot hard engage into a Taric, Cass, and Tristana. It's not going to work. It doesn't matter about your level of commitment, your level of decisiveness on the call. If Team Liquid is together and the Taric is there, the Taric's going to completely negate all of what 100 Thieves wants to do. So 100 Thieves comp makes absolutely no sense, because Kai'Sa just wants to sit there and poke. And then Rell and Rakan want to absolutely hard dive. Ahri is just random and like kind of half divey, half pokey, half range. I don't really know what she does. And K'Sante similarly is just kind of random, doesn't really serve a purpose. Also, blind K'Sante is very punishable, and Team Liquid end up taking the Fiora into that matchup. So the problem for 100 Thieves in this game is that they're going to have, I don't really know how these lane states play out, but Fiora's going to have push into K'Sante, and very likely the Tristana is going to have push into the Kai'Sa early. Not entirely sure how mid lane is going to be. So Team Liquid has prio in lanes, in my opinion. Overall scaling is also heavily favored to Team Liquid. Also, the Taric pick and the Cassio pick makes it very easy for them to play into the dive and the engage of 100 Thieves. So it's a very nice Taric angle here from TL. I'm very happy to see that pick, a great circumstance for that pick. But I'm really disappointed in 100 Thieves draft here. It really makes no sense. Completely counterintuitive themes with the Kai'Sa and then the rest dive. Unless you want to play typical ADC marksman Kai'Sa that can dive along with you. But obviously, it's probably going to be Static Shiv AP Kai'Sa, because that's just the strongest variant, the easiest to play variant of Kai'Sa currently. So overall draft win, definitely over to Team Liquid. They have winning lanes. They can play strong through... I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to late invade with Nautilus, bot side, split map bot, and play around their pushing bot lane and try to punish the Kai'Sa early game. Because the Kai'Sa really is the only win condition for 100 Thieves here, so if Team Liquid can get them behind early, then it's going to be a really clear path to victory for them. So overall, huge draft win for Team Liquid. I'm pretty disappointed in 100 Thieves draft. It makes absolutely no sense, but you never know what can happen. Obviously, it all comes down to player execution, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this little live edition of Pro Players Suck at Drafting, and we will have to see how this game turns out. So thanks for watching. See you next time.